Yes, it is.
Hello Gus, it's Rachel here from Bounce magazine. How are you?
Hi, not bad, thanks. How you doing?
Something good. Oh, something good.
When did you realise that you had a passion for music?
I don't know. I mean, I think I realised, I think I've always grown up with music. You know, my dad was a musician and, you know, I played the piano from, I can't remember a time when I didn't play the piano really. But I think actually it was really probably starting a band that actually made me, for the first time, see music as really purely something to do for enjoyment. You know, I'd had a pretty strict upbringing in terms of, you know, piano practice. I was a chorister at Ely Cathedral. I was, you know, there were always musical stuff,
Yeah.
but it was all kind of sort of forced on me, and that's fine. You know, I'm not complaining, but I think it was actually meeting Joe and the guys at university and starting the band that was like, oh, actually, you know, this is something that could be something I want to do rather than something I'm sort of just do without questioning it.
Yeah, and that was my next question actually. How did Alt J form as a band?
Well, we all met in our first year at Leeds University, and Joe had come to uni with the sort of express desire of finding like-minded people to start a band with, and so he, you know, within the first year, he sort of found me, Tom and Gwill, and thought we'd be good bandmates. So he was like, listen, I want to get a band together. Do you fancy, you know, being involved? And that's really how we did it.
Wow.
Get high, hit the floor before you go. Matador, Escocada, you're my blood sport.
How did you come up with the name Alt J? Where did that come from?
I haven't answered this question in a long time. It's named after the keyboard shortcut on a Mac to make the Greek letter delta, which is like a sort of triangle thing.
Yeah. And does it have any personal meaning to any of the band members, or is it for that reference, the whole sort of change and transformation kind of thing?
It's neither of those really. It's just something we just thought kind of looked cool and sounded cool. We didn't have any meaning, and the whole change thing has been, you know, we never said that.
Yeah.
Other people have kind of picked up on it.
Well, it certainly looks cool, so I think you've achieved that anyway, and it's very distinctive.
Yeah.
As a fan myself, I noticed that you mention triangles quite frequently within your lyrics. Does that have any correlation to the actual delta sign?
I think initially sort of it's related. I know it's kind of a bit hazy for me because we'd sort of come up with the delta symbol, triangle symbol thing before we were called Alt J.
Right.
So I think that must have been related to tessellate.
Yeah.
But, you know, we've fairly kind of, we've sort of let the whole triangle delta thing sort of quietly slip away, really, over the last couple of albums, just because it seemed to be attracting more attention than we really bothered to address.
Of course. Well, I'm sorry to touch upon that.
That's fine.
I was quite inquisitive myself, so
Taking me back to the first album.
You learnt news of your first gig from your living room in Leeds. Do you have to pinch yourself sometimes to look at how far you've come on your journey?
Yeah, I mean, I've never literally pinched myself, but certainly it's, you know, you do have moments where you just think, God, you know, this is kind of crazy. I mean, I grew up, you know, reading NME, being obsessed with bands and music, and then suddenly, pretty much, I'm just doing it, and it is amazing. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome.
And what was it like to win a Mercury?
It was great. You know, that surprise that we all really love and respect and talked about when we were, you know, teenagers and when we were starting the band. It was like the Mercury was the one prize. We were like, that's the one you want to win. That's a cool prize. And so, pretty amazing to win it like that. But you know, that whole year, 2012, was such a sort of crazy blur. You know, we doing everything for the first time, releasing an album, going to America, and then suddenly, the American prize came and kind of crowned the year for us.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable, but I think it's taken us a long time to actually get any perspective on that because it was such a sort of crazy whirlwind.
0 1 1 1 0 0 1 1 crying zeros and I'm hearing 1 1 1 cut my summer soles on my backflip poor summer poor summer kiss me.
So you've just launched your new album Relaxer, and that was launched in early June. This album, from my perspective, has a slightly more classical vibe, and I just wondered whose influence this was.
Yeah, I mean, I had a sort of classical education growing up, and I've always sort of pushed the band in that direction a little bit. I think also Joe is listening to more classical music. When we were working on this album, he was really into sort of like Philip Glass and that kind of thing. So, and quite a lot of Bach as well. And so I think that between us, the classical influence has been more present on this album. Yeah.
How green was my vine to be told such hell to be held.
It's also the third album that you've recorded with your producer Charlie Andrew. You must like him because most bands, tend to use producers as like revolving doors and have a new one per album. So what is it about Charlie that you like working with?
I think that we do believe as a band in like finding good people and sticking with them, and I think that Charlie's been our guy since day one. I mean, he was doing demos with us as far back as 2009. So
yeah.
There was never any question of us not using him to make the first album, because the demos he'd done with us were what were getting us all this kind of attention and stuff. So then, when we got signed, it was like, oh, so who do you guys want to record with? Well, we'll do it with Charlie. And the first album was obviously a big success, and we were friends with Charlie by this point as well. So then with the second album, go with Charlie again, and so now it's kind of become a nice thing where we work well together. I mean, we've never promised to work together for the rest of our careers, but I can't see the reason why we wouldn't work with him in the future. He gets us, he knows how we work, we know how he works, and it's a difficult relationship with the band and producer, because so often it doesn't work, people don't get on, or they literally can't work together, so I think we're lucky to have found somebody so good for us so early on.
What was it like to work with Ellie Roswell from Wolf Alice on Free WW? Was it the original plan to invite her along to assist with the vocals, or did you have something else in mind?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the original plan to get Ellie to do it, but I think that Joe always had it in mind that he would like a woman, a female vocalist, to sing those lines, seeing as in the song it is supposed to be two girls leaving a note for a guy. So it sort of almost seemed like if you were seeing the song as a film, you'd be casting a woman to play that role. And we toured with Wolf Alice on the second album, or they toured with us, and we really like Ellie, we like her voice, and actually they were also in Shoreditch working on their album at the same time we were recording ours in Shoreditch, so we pretty much decided, let's see if Ellie's free to settle in, and she was, and she came down and smashed it in a few takes, and it was really great. She's got an awesome voice, and she's really chilled and up for trying things, and sort of being told what to do to an extent, where she was very easy to work with in the studio. It was great.
Girls from above say hi. The roads at 5 feet per year along England's east coastline.
Why did you call the album Relaxer?
I think we just thought it was a word that used to be in the lyrics to the song Dead Crush on the album. They actually took it out of the lyrics in the end, but by that point we sort of liked the word and thought it had a cool, memorable ring to it. And I mean, a lot of our decisions taken based on quite sort of, not everything. I think with us in Alt J, people often think everything we do has some kind of incredible sort of cerebral, deep meaning, and often it doesn't. You know, so Relaxer, we thought it sounded cool, thought it looks good written down, and just made a sort of good album name. It's a bit like Revolver or something, you know. That sort of like, it sounded kind of iconic, so we liked it.
You may contain the urge to run away, but hold her down with soggy clothes and breeze blocks. Citrusine, your fever, scream me again. Never kisses, or do you ever send a full stop? Do you know where the muffins go? They go along to take your hand.
For those who haven't heard the new album yet, how would you describe the sound and genre?
I mean, I don't know about genres really. I always struggle to sort of really identify genres, what genre we are, what our albums are. I mean, I think I would describe the album as a sort of, it's a bit like a kind of, it's a bit like you're sort of in some kind of strange world with lots of different doors, and you open each door and go into another world, which is very, I think all the songs have quite a strong sense of sort of place and environment, whether it's Pleader, which is set in 19th century Wales, or 3-1 Words, which is set in the, you know, northeast England, sort of in a sort of wet field, or, you know, House of the Rising Sun in New Orleans, sort of 100 years ago. You know, there's just different kind of, hopefully quite immersive and, you know, sort of realistic, tangible worlds in each song, which you can kind of just open the doors and step in, and then go back out and open another door and see where you end up.
I like that analogy. That's really nice, actually. You mentioned House of the Rising Sun. What made you include this on the album?
It's a cover or a version that we've been wanting to do for a long time, and finally on this album we worked on it properly. You know, it's been knocking around for a few years, this sort of idea for this version of House of the Rising Sun. I think also it was it's our third album, and we've always seen ourselves as kind of a bit of a folk band, and I think it's nice to, on our third album, kind of go, okay, we're going to address this head on and do a version of a really classic folk song and see how we get on. And I think actually we thought that what we achieved with it was really original and cool, so we definitely want to put it on the album.
Please don't go, I love you so, my lovely.
Alt J have headlined at some pretty big venues over your time. How do you adjust to that kind of audience? Do you ever get nervous?
I don't really get nervous. No, it's. I think that, you know, you get used to playing bigger and bigger places, just in the same way that you would, you know, just build up anything, whether it's, you know, strength by lifting increasingly heavy weights, or tolerance to chilies by eating progressively hotter foods. I mean, I think, you know, you start off playing venues that hold 50 people, then you double it to 100, and then you go up to 300 and 1,000 and 1,500, and before you know it, you're playing Bristol, and then before you know it, you're playing Ali Pali, and then you're playing the O2. I mean, it is crazy to walk into a venue and see a huge, huge place empty before you play, or full, hopefully, when you do play. But I think that, you know, you just get used to it because you've played venues all the way up to that throughout your career. And I mean, you know, I think now we're not really a particularly nervous band. I mean, you can get a few butterflies before sort of playing Glastonbury or playing the O2, but I don't think we really suffer from nerves at all, which is very lucky.
You're currently touring. Is there any places that you're particularly looking forward to playing?
Yeah, I mean, we're playing Bali for the first time next month, which I'm really looking forward to.
Wow.
I've been to Bali a lot nice, so that should be great. And then, you know, it's always fun to go to America. We're doing a tour there in the autumn, which I'm looking forward to a lot. I mean, I just love touring. Like, it doesn't really matter where it is. But there's certain places I like more than others. But at the same time, I think you can have fun in the most unexpected places, really. That's what touring has taught me.
And when you played at Madison Square Garden, that must have felt pretty awesome.
Yeah, it did. That's it's one of the few sort of venues in America that people in the UK have heard of, so it's certainly an amazing calling card. I mean, I think that a lot of people don't, it's a good example of how well Alt J's done in America. I think that we sold out Madison Square Garden, and it's kind of too crazy to be true, really, but it is true,
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was a gig, and it was over an hour and a quarter, and before you knew it, it was done. And It's just crazy that you get all this leading up. It all leads up to this 1 hour or hour and a half of your life, and it's quite strange.
I can
Quite
imagine.
strange job we do, really, when you think about it like that.
Keep it down, let me know where you go. Papa, get me down, deep down, let me know.
If you don't have the ace of hearts, my dear, you're a lost man. Follow where you wind up from the left on the flower. And I live, yeah,
Slam low in the backyard, the night sample, put it down, get the money. In the back.
Well, I've got to say, I absolutely love the new album, and I've been following
thank you so
Alt
much.
J since your first album was released. And I'm sorry if I've appeared a bit nervous today, but you're actually one of my favourite bands ever. And I was pretty
Oh.
nervous before speaking to you. So, but I wish you all the best and the best of success in the future with the tour and the album. And it's just been a real delight to speak to you.
Well, thank you so much. You didn't seem nervous at all. You seemed very cool and professional. So
Thank you.
Good job.
I'm
And,
glad I masked that
yeah,
well.
nice to talk to you.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for your time, and
Bye.
and good luck.
Thank you.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye.
Walk